So it's Thursday here in Dubai, which, as many know, is the end of the working week. So I thought it'd be a good chance to sort of update on what's going on this side. It's definitely been a challenging week. A lot of tough decisions being made, um, as with everyone across the travel industry and many industries beyond it. It's been a positive week in some regards. For us, it's been a real good opportunity to network, um, to look at our community, both travel partners, potential customers, and really talk to them, which has been fun. We've had some amazing support and feedback on a couple of the campaigns we launched. If you haven't seen those, we've got sort of two running at the minute. One is a 50-page travel-inspired activity pack for the children. It's a free download. We'll put the link in the comments here so that you can, or in the text, so you can have a look at that. So some parents have been using that, been loving it, keeping the kids entertained. And then we also launched, just yesterday, we launched our Travel from Home campaign. And again, I'll put the link to that below. And basically what we're doing is we know that travel can't be done at the minute, but travel's all about connections. It's what, when you travel, you're connecting with yourself, or the people that you travel with, other people you meet along the way, communities, cultures around the globe, and we want to keep that connection going. So what we're doing, we're asking people to fill in a very quick survey. It talks there about the destinations that you want to visit, the sort of types of holidays that you enjoy, and we'll group those people into sort of like-mindedness. So say for example you say, I want to travel to South Africa. Well, I was on the radio yesterday with Dubai Eye and Helen Farmer's show, talking to her about this campaign, and she was saying she wants to travel to South America with her family. Our plan is then we'll group people that got together, we'll reach out into our network and get somebody like from the Tourist Board of Chile or a local tour guide there, and they have the opportunity then group video chat and they can ask questions. The joy of travel comes in planning and anticipation, and so this is a really good way to do that. We're not trying to sell, you're not going to suddenly get a sales call for a week in South America. It's not about that. This is about the community. So yeah, again, jump in there, fill in the survey. We'll get all the details gathered together, and thanks to all the people on LinkedIn who have been sharing it and comment on it. It's much appreciated. What else? This week there's been a lot of talk around when people think that we will come through this whole craziness. I've been on lots of sort of calls and conversations with other travel partners. I've been talking to sort of potential customers, and people just want to know, and it's completely understandable. I do as well. Everybody does. Everybody wants to go through it. In fact, I've just been having the conversation. My parents are here visiting, and they're sort of wondering when will they get home again. But we don't know. And that's sort of my message. A lot of people have been saying, oh, I think it's going to be here, and making predictions. For me, and from my side, or my take on it, it's really too early to assess this. Like a month ago, nobody could have predicted that we would be where we are now. Or certainly very few people could have predicted that. So to try and predict how the next few weeks, the next couple of months are going to go, I just find that challenging. There just isn't that information there. So I personally am not trying to focus on that. We've got a lot of other stuff going on in the background that we're working on, and to be honest, we would suggest you guys do the same. We're sort of, whilst it's challenging working from home, it's also a great opportunity to spend a wee bit more time with the family. You don't have the commute. All those things can actually be a bit more productive, so we're focusing on the positives of that. And it was funny actually, I read an article, and it was talking about a Chinese doctor and a letter that they had sent over about that very thing, and they're basically saying, enjoy this time. It won't be long until we're all back to work and the craziness of everyday life has got back, and we'll be looking back on this thinking, I didn't make the most of that time. There's nothing we can do. It's happening. You can't fight it, so you just have to accept it. Follow the rules that you've been given by your different governments and decision makers, because we have to trust them at a time like this. But enjoy your time at home, enjoy the time with the family. enjoy adapting to a new style of work. And hopefully a number of the positive things that are happening at the minute will continue on the other side. And so that's really our message. For this week's vlog, I think it's a really sort of way to, for me, it's a good way to look at it. Stop trying to fight it, stop getting angry about it, because it's not going to help. I know it's difficult, but yeah, enjoy these things, and yeah, that's really it. So, anything you want to find out from us, just obviously get in touch as always, but have a look at those links. If you've got children, get that download going with the activity pack, and if you fancy looking and thinking about some sort of trips in the future, complete the survey, and yeah, we'll get in touch and we'll help you plan that. Be a lot of fun. Right, stay safe, keep healthy, and we'll be in touch again soon. Cheers.